I'm Barbara Hunter, and I'm music instrument repair technician and inventory control officer. It is this interesting combination of repair, lessons, playing, until recently. I actually have a master's degree in French horn performance from Cincinnati Conservatory, and I stayed on the audition circuit for 4 years. I would make the finals, and then they wouldn't even talk to me. You know, they'd turn and talk to the men. And so eventually I thought, I'm going to have to find something else to do. I used to play in the band and orchestra here. In fact, that's how I found out about the position here. I was called to go play horn in the orchestra. And when I drove her over, I was like, there's an entire university over here, and it's beautiful. Look at these trees, look at these grounds, look at the bike trails. And so when the position came open, I applied, and here I am. This has turned out to be the ideal job because it will support my habit. I can play in groups, I can teach lessons, I can repair busted stuff in the basement.
She's like a second mom to many of the students, and she helps them with their instruments and makes sure they're in good playing shape, and sometimes she's the psychologist too.
I like all our students. I find our students pretty darn exceptional.
I don't think anyone would know where anything they need is without her, or know where to put all their stuff, or fix any instruments without her.
She's always around helping out, always looking after students. She'll be coming down the hall, talking to people, communicating. She's very friendly, very easy to get along with.
I just love the kids and helping them. I want to make the department and the students succeed. And a lot of it over COVID, you know, it's just that I'm the only one that'll do it. I've really been interested in watching the students and the faculty and the whole approach to everything evolve from being very male-centered to being more equal. There were precisely 2 women on campus in the music department when I came here. 2, the piano instructor who had just been hired and the vocal instructor who had been here since it started. And that's been kind of an advantage, particularly on brass work. I can't just force it and muscle it. I have been very strong in my shoulders in the past from doing brass overhaul work, but I have to stop and think and plan what I have to do. When men will just dive in and think they're going to muscle it, and then they end up in a horrible mess. I no longer teach the SIU students because I have this thing that many horn players, shall we say, my age, have called dystonia, and I can no longer play. So I've quit playing all the groups that I used to. I'm still teaching, but I have qualms about that because I can't play along with students. My punishment used to be that if you don't practice and don't come prepared, we'll play duets. And students would be like, oh, anything but that, you know. But I can't play anymore because of this dystonia, which they say is an overuse syndrome. I've just worn out my chops. People ask why I didn't start my own shop, but I want to repair and interact with these kids rather than worry about the rent and buying equipment and paying other people and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what I do it for. I'm sort of the band mom, and I want to give them whatever they need to succeed, whether it's a locker to keep their stuff in, or fix their instrument so it works, or they broke their last reed so I have a reed, or they need some exotic weird mute or something like that. I like giving them what they need to succeed.